you've spoken before how proud you were to represent your country. But today we're going to talk about the flip side. So what happens when Gabby was left at home and didn't get the call up to England? So to start, can you run me through like a normal week for Gabby Agbonlahor when he was at Aston Villa, when he didn't get the call up or the phone call?
So different managers had different ideas for international break, but most of the time it was you'd play the Saturday game, you'd be off maybe Sunday, Monday, train Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sometimes. Then you'd have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. But a lot of the players went away. You know, we couldn't wait to find out the schedule, so, you know, the players will book a Dubai trip.
Yeah.
Some managers will say you can't go to certain continents. You can't go past Europe. You're trying to work out where's
Really?
Europe
I didn't know
end.
it was that harsh.
Where's Europe end? Do you know, you can get
Yeah,
to Turkey.
allowed,
you get to Turkey and the border. You can't go past it. But yeah, some managers were like that. Yeah, no going to America. Some managers because of like jet lag and stuff.
Did managers go like hard on you during this time, or were they like a bit more relaxed? Like
Very relaxed.
Really?
It was basically like the days you're into train were really harder than normal.
Yeah.
You do running on the day before you had the 4 days off and the day you get back. So you do extra training, harder training, but the players didn't care because you're going away.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting a little 3
Get your
days
beach spot,
in
that's
Dubai.
it. Was there any manager that did like say, right, we're not resting here, you know, no rest for the wicked, kept like, you know?
There was one, you know what, there was a time where, I think it might have been Lambert, we went to Portugal on a players sort of trip. I think Newcastle are doing the same.
Okay,
They've gone to Dubai,
like
haven't
warm-weather
they?
trainers, isn't it?
Yeah. And players like, they were a bit like, not too sure about that because most of the time on these warm weather training camps, you're training hard, you're not getting the relaxation.
Yeah.
So players prefer to have the time off for themselves. But there was a funny story once
Here we go.
that based it on the Martin O'Neill. People don't know this. I was 21.
Okay.
Talking maybe 2008. Doing really well.
Obviously.
I was in on the 21 tournament the summer before.
Yes.
So because I didn't have much time off, the first international break, I think it might have been August. Martin's give me a week off.
Okay.
I went to Vegas. Yeah. Back then, he wasn't bothered where you were. He didn't even know. He didn't care. He was like, "Oh, have a week off." I just thought.
And no one knew that
I
you
was
went?
still young and like
So
loved.
no one knew that you went
Vegas.
at Villa?
No, that was a funny one because when I got back, I felt a little bit jet lagged.
Yeah.
But after a day or so, I was
Gabby,
fine.
are you right, mate? And they're like,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm 8 hours behind Gaffer in Vegas time. But apart that was a one-off because I'd been in the under-21 tournament. I didn't have much time off. I deserved that trip to Vegas, of course.
Now, I want you to name some names here. Which former player at Villa was the laziest?
You know, I'll probably say Charles Nzogbia was like funny because he would have had all sorts booked. He'd go to Miami for 3 days. And a funny story I'll tell you as well was under Paul Lambert. I went to Miami in the space of 4 days.
Setter, mate.
I know, I did. And I went with a player called Jordan Barry, who was at Villa. He's now in at Mansfield, I think. And on the way back, we got to the airport, flight delayed. But because of the time, you had to sort of like... Our flight was landing at Heathrow at 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
We had to be at training to 9.
Yeah.
It's only an hour, 40-minute drive, so he would have made it. But there's no room for like...
Yeah.
a little delay. There was no room, so... Got to the airport in Miami, flight delayed. Like 4 hours. We was like... working out the times, we're not going to make it in on time. So we're thinking of excuses. But I was just like, you know what, I get on with Paul Lambert. Like, I'm just going to be honest. The flight was delayed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to training at 12 and the train started at 10. The players are walking off the training pitch.
Oh, no.
And Paul Lambert just laughed. And he just
that's all right, then.
yeah, he was just laughing. He was going, it's going to be an expensive one.
Oh, yeah. How much was the
So
fine?
like, it cost me like, I had to give him £10,000 cash and 10,000 out of my wages. But then less for Jordan because he was on less. But like... It was
grand,
all because of bloody
delayed flight.
British Airways.
Yeah, did
cost
you
me
send them a
20
Karen
grand.
email?
Do you know,
Did you say,
honestly, I was
you owe me
like,
20 grand.
but you know, like because
You
I
know,
was
I
like
am.
a senior pro and like I got on with the gaff for a while. But if I was a young lad, I would have been nervous like Jordan. But yeah, that was a funny story.